This is Rec Hall. It is in Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and it's on the campus of Penn State University. Um, the first thing is the purpose of Rec Hall. This is a main facility for indoor competitive teams such as wrestling, volleyball for both teams, men's and women's, basketball for men's and women's, and gymnastics, men's and women's. Um, the facility is where all these teams train and they compete in front of thousands of fans, and they pack the arena every time they compete, as you can see in that picture right there. Um, we have at Penn State, we have over 50 different facilities within the gym. We have each training facility for the teams. We have athletic facilities. We have weight rooms. We have things like wrestling rooms, a volleyball gym for just training, a basketball gym for just training. We have a whole gymnastics room. We have many different gymnastics rooms just for teams to practice, just for individual events to practice, to allow them to reach a higher performance level and make sure they're on top of their game every time they compete in Rec Hall, because that's what Penn State's all about, and we want to have the best possible outcome every time we host an event and show what we can really do at these events. The facility served for many different things. This is a picture of graduation. They use this for many different things because it's such a large arena and it gives such a beautiful aspect to what the facility can do for each event. They sell the arena out probably every time the arena is used by the more successful teams, such as wrestling. They're multiple time national champions in the past 10 years. So every time them, basketball, gymnastics, and volleyball, every time they come into Rec Hall, it is a packed arena. It is full to the gills, and everyone's in there looking to be in there. But they also have things like operas in here. They have comedians buy it out. They have just different shows in here. They have concerts for students. They have concerts for outside fans. But the facility is served as a large event keeper, and it gives many opportunities for for the facility to be used in multiple different ways other than the athletic teams. The athletic teams are the main priority of Rec Hall, but other than that, it gives a very good aspect for the team to compete, and gives the facility a great opportunity to sell the arena out and have more income and fans approach the university. This is my visit to Rec Hall. My tour guides were Alex Rounsville and Alex Teeter. They were great hosts. This is a picture of them two together. We just They were phenomenal. They call themselves the Alex Duo. It was pretty funny, or Alex Dose is what Alex Teeter would call them. It was a great facility. I went there on March 11th, 2019. These two did a phenomenal job with helping explain what Rec Hall does, and that's actually where I gained most of this information, just based off what they would explain to us. And attending I was there for 1.5 events, for a wrestling and half a basketball game. These two explained many things to us, and they were great hosts, and they deserved much more praise, because these two explained exactly what Rec Hall is to Penn State. The seating capacity at Rec Hall, in 1953, there was approximately $1 million 100-foot expansion just to the arena. The capacity went from 5,000 to 7,200. They added scoreboards and designed Rec Hall just to add that Penn State touch, because Penn State is all about having their main fans in there and having Penn State be the biggest logo on all the things. So they gave a really good opportunity to them to explain why Penn State is the biggest the biggest supporter of their own university and why it means so much to Penn State. That's why when they say "we are," it means something more than just them chanting "we are" and just a fan cheer. It means a lot to them. It's background. It's what everything means to them. So the seating capacity is completely decked out in Penn State stuff, and it gives a really good insight of what the school means to the what the fans mean to the university and what the teams and everything means to the community. There's so many layouts, as you saw on the last slide right here. They reduced the capacity to 6,500 because there was smaller events such as this one. This one's the gymnastics meet, but they can lay out the whole arena in different ways. Like on the floor, they can add more seating and a whole bunch of different things just to add more fan engagement, and that's a real big thing they do at Penn State, and that's something that they would like to keep doing, and it's something I would like to get involved in and keep going and keep coming up with ways where we can keep fans completely engaged with the sports and the different events that might be going on here. Rechall was originally completed in 1928, and it was one of the biggest field houses in the nation. It was originally budgeted at $450,000, and it ended up costing $572,260, and it was assembled for massive building, and it employed over 250 people, and that was an average or an estimate of the employees, but it employed a lot of people just to build this arena. Since Rec Hall was built, it gave so many opportunities for different events, because Rec Hall it has event managers and all these different things, but it keeps providing many different opportunities for people to come in and look for opportunities, and the community in Happy Valley gives them opportunities to come into Penn State and help with events and do what they need to do to be involved. The strengths of the facility for my SWOT analysis was it's a massive facility for all the indoor teams to practice and compete. The weaknesses, the events are not very original and is the same repetitive event over and over again. Even though the events are great, there is not any originality. Opportunities, the massiveness of Rec Hall allows for more jobs to be made available and allows for more different events to take place and much more creativeness in those events. The threats are to compete within interconference and inter-NCAA teams, and how to have better presented the facility than them, and how to make sure Penn State is where people want to keep their fandom and where they want to have pride in. This is the checklist I came up with for Rec Hall. The first one was athletic access. The athletes have access 24 hours a day. They can go in there anytime. They just have to show their athletic badge that they get at the beginning of the school year. So they can go in there at any time. So that is a check. Building maintenance, it's probably the cleanest building I've ever been in. It's one of the nicest buildings I've ever been in, and that is one of my top priorities. So that's another check. Fans consistency, that building is packed every single time there's an event. You can see it on TV every time. It's full. The whole arena is full every time, and that's why everybody has such great pride in Penn State, because it's full every time and everybody loves the atmosphere. They also present success very well. There's so many banners, and you walk through the halls, there's trophies everywhere from national championship teams and all these things. So there's a great opportunity here at Penn State for all these teams to focus and really lock into what Penn State's doing. So they completed all the marks on my checklist, and they really reached a phenomenal goal here. But that's it for Penn State, and we hope to see you all in Rec Hall. Thanks.